And we're back. And we are back. I had to take my grandma to work. Had to take my granny to work. So now we're back, guys. How's it going? How is it going? So yeah, anyways, like I was saying before, the city of Wayne, they are denying us access to the July 5th body-worn camera footage, dash camera footage, etc. That would have been the fourth break-in, I believe, or the fifth. I'm not quite sure. The fourth, I believe. The fourth break-in the day after the 4th of July, July 5th, they broke into the house in the morning. And we have yet to receive the body-worn camera footage from that incident. And we submitted a request, which is the title of this video, and I will be showing you this information. I will be showing this to you when I get home. It'll be a few minutes. But $251,000 FOIA in order to obtain this body-worn camera footage. So whatever this body-worn camera footage shows, the city of Wayne does not want anyone to have access to it. So we're gonna have to appeal that, and then we'll get that on the record, and then the city council can deny it formally, and then we'll sue. So every time they refuse access to the FOIA, it's going to be its own lawsuit. And so eventually, it won't take too long. We're going to be establishing a pattern that the city of Wayne have continuously denied access to public records, right? Records that are pertinent to the Constitution, to public interest, and yeah, we'll take the steps. We'll definitely take the steps necessary, and we'll go from there. So we have 2025-92, 2025-95, and 2025-97. Those are going to be three separate lawsuits, right? So we filed a lawsuit, and of course the city of Wayne will have to pay my attorney fees, and they'll have to compel it, the information, and yeah, you know, they're trying to kick the can down the road. They're trying to delay our lawsuit that we're going to be filing, the big 1983 Monell, where, like I said, you're enforcing laws that don't exist without warrants, without consent, without exigent circumstances. You're fucked. That's a simple message to the city of Wayne. You're fucked. You're totally fucked. I mean, it's not a possibility that you're not fucked, with how, you know, retarded you guys have handled you know, these break-ins of my house, right? These state-sanctioned, warrantless break-ins of my curtilage to enforce laws that don't exist. Or, you know, I know you passed Ordinance 2025-02 on December 26, 2025. I know you guys finally passed that, which is an admittance that you didn't have a previous ordinance. But it is interesting, though. It is interesting stuff. So you still can't violate the Fourth Amendment to enforce an ordinance, especially when the ordinance is dealing with what would be at most a misdemeanor or an ordinance violation. No, you can't violate the Fourth Amendment due to a potential misdemeanor or ordinance violation. Welsh versus Wisconsin, that is the law of the land. So no exigent circumstances, no warrant, no consent means a legal search and seizure. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. And the Sixth Circuit has never allowed a warrantless break-in of curtilage for community caretaking, and open fields doctrine wouldn't apply either, because there are no open fields, and it's curtilage. Residential curtilage is the backyard. So I have a reasonable expectation of privacy in my backyard, in my home, on my property, and the government has absolutely zero business ever stepping foot on my property without consent from me or consent from my wife, the two homeowners. So we will be seeking accountability here at Accountability 007 because, you know, let's just be honest here. That's the only thing we can do, guys. If we don't hold tyrants accountable, then they're going to keep violating other people's rights, and that's not right. So, hi, piggies. How you doing? I know you're watching. I know you're listening. You guys obviously have nothing else to do in Wayne. You're not going to solve any of the murders, right? The unsolved murders or, you know, real violent crimes, because that's dangerous, time-consuming work. And I know you guys are Ohm's Law, path of least resistance, and you know, that's human beings, that's their nature. You're a secret agent. No, I am from the military, though. I wouldn't call myself a secret agent, but I am a military-trained organizational psychologist, and I do have a paralegal background and a background in corruption, right? Most of my life, I've been right at the forefront, fighting corruption and fighting government overreach. Even when I was in the military, that's what I did in the military. I stood up for people. I stood up to the system, and I didn't allow people, myself included, or those around me, to be bullied or pushed around or to be shafted, right? And not in a sexual gay way, but shafted in the sense that, you know, you serve your country, you sign a contract, and then, you know, the U.S. Army wants to, you know, fuck you over in some way, fuck you out of some benefit that you're entitled to, or just not do the right thing, right? And I'm just not for that. Right, I'm for liberty and justice and accountability for all. Shout out to Accountability for All, Josh Abrams. And there's just really no greater cause that I can think of. There's no greater cause that I can think of but then to enforce justice, right, in the Constitution. I think the Constitution is the highest ordeal outside of, like, you know, Jesus or religion. Besides Abrahamic religions, I would say the Constitution is the most important thing that we have in this country, and it's the answer to all our problems, guys. If we can just get the courts to recognize it and to uphold it and to cherish it, and we really don't have any problems in this country. I mean, obviously, police are going to do what police do, which is corrupt, lie, cheat, fabricate, all that. But the remedy to that is citizens holding the government accountable. The remedy is this camera, right? There's power in numbers, and there's power in recording live incidents. And so I recommend every citizen to always film the police, every single police encounter that you have, live stream it preferably. You know, live stream it, but then also keep a physical copy for yourself. And that's your best remedy, right? Your best remedy is to record, document. That's what I learned in the U.S. Army. If it's not on paper, if it's not on video, if there's not a record of it, it didn't happen. That is the core point here. And so, but I am going to show you guys. I am almost home, and I am going to show you this $251,000 record-breaking FOIA. Right? This is. I can't imagine in the state of Michigan's history that they've ever had a FOIA. You know, I can't imagine a FOIA has ever costed somebody this much money before. So, I do want to show you guys the crazy absurdness. Like I said, and I don't know what kind of crack or drugs the city of Wayne, you know, those in power consume. I'm not really sure. a $251,000, $250,000 FOIA. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I think that's gonna, I don't think that's gonna work out so well for him. I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna work out too well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I do got to show you guys this shit because it is wild shit. So we're waiting on the July 4th, 2020 or July 5th, 2025 body-worn camera footage, the break-in committed against me and my family, warrantless break-in of curtilage, residential curtilage. We put in a FOIA request back in December for that body-worn camera footage. The body-worn camera footage that the city of Wayne has lied repeatedly to James Plakas in the 35th District Court, falsely claiming that they provided this video discovery. However, we have a FOIA. We have a FOIA where that's just simply not the case. So that's just simply not the case. We've requested this July 4th or July 5th body camera footage, and the city of Wayne responded with a $251,000 deposit request. So actually, the total cost for this information would be over $500,000. So if that's not if that's not crackhead shit, I don't know what is, guys. But don't take my word for it. Let me show you. Let me show you. And then I guess, you know, you guys can decide, is this reasonable or is this crazy? So we will see. Yeah, this is my meth. See? It's got an M on it. The M stands for meth. And so right now I am consuming my daily morning meth. On camera, of course, right? So, you know, that's clearly what this M stands for right here. This M stands for meth. So, just so you guys are aware, I am a meth head because I am drinking a can that clearly has an M on it. And we can all infer that that M clearly and objectively stands for meth. Because what else could it stand for? Other than meth, because we are in, you know, meth Tucky here. So, but yeah, let's show you guys this $251,000 FOIA. Let's check it out, guys. Don't take my word for it. Here you go. Here is the response. Oh, I'm sorry. I am corrected here. They're only asking for a $125,000 deposit. So everybody, get a good look at this. All right, get a good look at this. Okay, let's see. So let's see here. There you go. Contract labor cost to redact, $249,795. Total cost, $251,000 for, what are we asking for? See original request. Okay. Let's see what the original request is then. Let's see here. So the fact that the city of Wayne would even put their name on this shit is just mind-blowing. Let's see here. $65.90, huh? Well, that's weird. So let's see here. Let's see the original request here. If maybe we can find it. Good faith deposit. Right here. Here you go. July 5th. It got crossed out, but I rewrote it. Here we go. Here's the original FOIA request. Access to copies of all existing public records related to incident occurring on July 5th, 2025. Body-worn camera evidence, audio and communications. So I'll let you read. This is what I requested, and they want $251,000 for this information. This is July 5th, too. Yeah. So this is what, I guess this is their strategy, right? They think that this is going to somehow, they think that this is somehow going to bode well for them in federal court. I don't think it will, though. I really don't, because this is what's preventing that that big lawsuit from being filed. So that is interesting, though. But yeah, $251,000 is what the city, I guess the city hall is claiming that I have to pay them in order to get these records. But yeah, I still don't have any body-worn camera footage, so that is interesting. So this is just for the July 5th incident. They want $251,000 for one date. And then they want an additional, what is it here? $65.90. Which is strange. So that is that. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, there it is, guys. $251,000 and $251,459.57 is what the city of Wayne is demanding I pay in order to get that information that I requested. Obviously, the body-worn camera footage is the lowest hanging fruit, right? That is obviously probably the most important piece of evidence that we still have not received, which Finley Carter, the deputy chief of police, signed it on January 15th. The same day we went to court, actually, and he lied on the record to the judge and said that he's provided me all this video discovery. Well, that FOIA letter that he signed says otherwise, so interesting stuff there. But like I said, again, I wouldn't expect anything other than what the city of Wayne has always done, which is fabricate, obstruct, collude, conspire, and deny your access to public records, and of course deny your access to justice as a result. Because, without the July 5th, I mean, I suppose we could always file the lawsuit and then, try to compel it then, but no, it's not what we want to do, but we are not leaving that option off the table. So if the city of Wayne they don't want to play ball, so to speak, right, then we'll play by ourselves, and we'll be getting the results we want. So we'll be getting access to all that information, and then likely at this point, information that we didn't even request, because all of the information. If they're hiding some of it, well, then all of it's clearly damning to them. And $251,000, I don't know. Sounds like some crackhead shit, but we'll play ball. So there you guys have it. $251,000 FOIA. Hope you guys enjoy the videos from January 9th, 2026. That would be the, I don't know, I believe the 6th sanctioned break-in of my property. Warrantless, of course, so. City of Wayne's fucking around, and they're going to find out. They're going to find out that the 4th Amendment is the supreme law of the land, as well as the 14th and the 5th Amendment. The 1st, the 6th, the 8th. All of the Constitution is still in effect, and fuck your little local ordinances. That's my response. When you guys can pass an ordinance that doesn't supersede or violate the actual law of the land, then we'll start respecting those ordinances, right? But doesn't seem like that's going to be happening in Wayne anytime soon. They obviously haven't learned their lesson, as you can tell from the January 9th, 2026 footage. They have not learned their lesson. So good going, Wayne, Michigan. Way to get our little poor, landlocked, dying city sued. Way to go. Way to make these taxpayers foot the bill for your incompetence. It's not really incompetence, though. It's deliberate incompetence. So we will see. We will see, and we'll talk to you guys later.